Hey everybody, I hope you all are having an amazing day today. And if you haven't heard, Death Battle is doing their season 7 finale on Hulk versus Broly. To be honest, I wanted a bunch of fights more than this, like Broly versus Azura, which in my opinion is one of the most hyped death battles as of late. To be honest, I would really like to see it since I love Azura's Wrath, and quite frankly, it would be cool to see Broly. But if you haven't watched my show Character War, which you definitely recommend you check out, I've actually done this fight. And I do think that some things have changed, but the victor has not. I still 100% believe that Broly would be the winner. But if anything, the fight has definitely gotten closer. Now I will be giving a further, more rundown analysis on this. For one, Hulk has the advantage in strength. There's no doubt about it. He is definitely around universal levels in terms of his strength since it's nearly infinite. And Broly is definitely near that too. We could say that Hulk is universal due to being able to break planets and even galaxies with just raw thunderclaps and smashes. But also, we have to take into account Broly can compare to Beerus or Super Saiyan God Goku in his legendary state, which is around that level too. Of course, that doesn't require Hulk in his base form, and in base forms they would both seem pretty evenly matched. Broly is definitely more mobile and has a more destructive arsenal with his beams of energy, and heavy flight and martial arts skill, while Hulk has his more smash-like power and his superhuman strength. Now, Broly is definitely more advanced in speed and arsenal and possibly fighting experience, while Hulk has strength and durability. So, in the end, if you haven't seen the trailer, I do think that they're going to be using the Dragon Ball Super version of Broly, which is probably the strongest version of Broly we've had yet. Versus in the background for Hulk, they put the Devil, I think, which could reference Savage Hulk, in which legendary Saiyan Broly versus Savage Hulk. I do think that Hulk would have been stronger. They're both definitely planet level. There's no doubt about it. And on my former video for Hulk versus Broly, I did say that Broly could destroy mountains with his beams, but I do think that in the end, I'm like 90% sure that Hulk would have the advantage in strength. Broly should be able to. He's not mountain level. There's no doubt. He's definitely above planet level. Yeah. If Broly can rival Vegeta, Goku, um, and even Beerus for a short period of time, I do think that he could win against the Hulk. The Hulk also has his advantage in raw strength, and he has his healing factor. Broly has his beams of energy, but he does have that spot on his stomach. I don't think that was changed. They didn't mention it much in the film. If you haven't seen the film, I won't spoil it for y'all. It definitely recommend it though. But yeah, Broly also has the ability to create an energy shield and can go into numerous different Super Saiyan forms. He can go into Super Saiyan 1 and 2. He can go into Grade 8 form, which honestly has been completely nerfed in the just Dragon Ball in general. And he has the ability to um, do the Legendary Saiyan, of course, which is basically his number one attack. Yeah, I would much rather have seen him fight Ashura. Um, but yeah, Hulk has his thunderclap, and he has different forms, like the Devil Hulk, which is one of his personalities. It's not necessarily his form, it just boosts his strength and allows him to access Savage Hulk. Which, in my opinion, like they say, Savage Hulk's best feat is to lifting the 1 billion ton mountain, but that's not true. Savage Hulk can rip apart planets. So it does make you question the Aquaman versus Namor fight. Technically, no, Namor. Yes, Namor did fight Savage Hulk, but Savage, like, that was base Savage Hulk. Savage Hulk can amplify its strength, so, and Namor definitely wouldn't stand a chance. So Aquaman versus Namor is definitely right, so don't worry about it being wrong, guys. I can even make a video about it if y'all want, just let me know in the comments below. And yeah, so yeah, I do think that Broly has the advantage in speed and just raw destructive power. Yeah, I think now it's just time to question if their super forms is stronger. It's like if World Breaker Hulk or Savage Hulk is stronger than Legendary Saiyan Broly, to which they should not be. They're fairly evenly matched, and it's kind of like they're just amplifying their stats even more. So something like Legendary Saiyan Broly or Hulk is literally just amplifying their stats, so they're pretty evenly matched. So in all forms of physical stats, Broly still beats Hulk, and his arsenal just gets far more destructive than Hulk's. Hulk would need to get up close while Broly can destroy planets. He can, nowadays, he can rival Frieza, which is crazy powerful. He can rival someone like, excuse me, guys, sorry. He can rival someone like Beerus, who's way more powerful than Frieza. And yeah, I think with all that and more, Broly should win that fight. But it's interesting how they may scale the characters, is all I'm saying. You see what I mean is that Broly and Hulk both respectively have a ton of power at their sides. There's no doubt about that. If you know these characters at all, because I know a lot of people who watch Death Battle don't know the characters very well, or they may know Hulk or they may know Broly very well. Um, that's why Ben 10 versus Green Lantern had a lot of hype because Ben 10 was more, well, not more known, but a lot of Cartoon Network fans who were familiar with Death Battle were happy that one of Cartoon Network's biggest, if not their biggest, franchise, Ben 10, made it onto the show. So yeah, I do think that Broly would have the advantage in speed. Um, Hulk, on the other hand, yeah, I've already reviewed that. Yeah, we've already gone over their super forms. Nowadays in Marvel comics, um, people like Thor and Hulk are evenly matched, but still in base form, Hulk struggles against people like Wolverine. So technically, Broly should be able to beat him in base form. Not saying Wolverine is a pushover. He's not terribly strong. But just like in brute strength. Normally, the thing that keeps Wolverine just like keep swinging, hanging with tough Marvel characters like Thor or Hulk is his healing factor. Um, and yeah, I honestly think that Broly could win this fight. But my twist here is that I am expecting myself to be wrong. Overall, in this season, I'll say this: I have gotten a majority of them right and a majority of them wrong. Most of them right. I won't say Rock Lee versus Sanji, but I got Sailor versus Galaxia wrong. Beerus versus Sailor Galaxia. I got Todoroki versus Zuko right. I got Winter Soldier versus Red Hood wrong. I got Venom versus Corona right. I got Red versus Blue right. I got John Talbot versus Saberwolf right. I got what was that? What was I gonna say? I forgot. Yeah, but this fight in particular, I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging at all. I'm just listing what I've done so far, since I'm fairly new to YouTube in general. But I am expecting myself to get this wrong. Hulk and Broly themselves, they counter each other out so perfectly that I can expect myself to be wrong. And being familiar with these characters, I don't have to say this that often, but I do think that Broly would win. It's a lot like Venom versus Krona, in which I am expecting myself to be wrong, and I can see each fight going either way. But with that out of the way, I do think that Broly is going to win this fight. So yeah, that's my statement. My winner personally is going to be Broly. But if you thought differently, let me know in the comments below. Always be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, that's at CharacterWar9, and I will see you guys in the next prediction or the next video. Later.